I'm Judith Cassel Mamet, and I'm going to teach you something that I just love, which is mixed media journaling. And today we're going to work on using a magazine image and transferring it really quickly, really easily with a minimal amount of tools and materials. Let's go try it out. One of the things I do with mixed media journaling is to create layers and layers of texture and images on a page. In this case, I had done a drawing and some writing, and then I got to an area that I just didn't like, that I was really dissatisfied with. So I cut an image from a magazine and just simply glued it down. I'm showing you this because I didn't really want the transparency here. I wanted to cover something up. On this journal page in a different book, I did want the transparency. And as you can see, I did a first layer of text, and then I used this really easy technique to move an image from a magazine over my text, so I have layers and that transparent effect. So this technique I'm going to show you is really great for transparency. I wouldn't bother with it if you just want to cut an image and glue it down. To start, I started to do some text work going across the two pages. That's called using a spread or creating a spread. And this is what that page looked like originally. Then, after I got my text down, I used the magazine transfer technique to add an image over the text, and as you can see, the text goes through there. And then I continue to embellish the page. I probably will continue working on this, but this is what the page looks like, ready for the next layer. Here's what you need for this technique. First, find some good magazine images that have nice contrast, some areas that are really light near some areas that are dark, because it's the very light areas that are actually going to fall away as part of this technique. Next, it's a good idea to have some paper towels. You will need some kind of tub with water. You can do this just at the sink with water running down, but I prefer to have my water in one area so I don't waste so much. You need some kind of clear tape. Doesn't matter what brand. This is packing tape. This is just a Scotch tape or a transparent sticky tape. And then finally, just hang on to the scissors you used in the magazine. So I've selected an image from a magazine and ripped off a piece of packing tape. I'm going to set the packing tape on my image. If the packing tape is not wide enough and I want to capture that image up there, then I simply take another piece of packing tape, and when I set it down, I'm going to overlap it slightly so that this first piece is overlapped with the second. I've gone back to the smaller eye because that's what I'd like in my journal page. Now I have the packing tape over the image, and this is the most critical step. You simply have to burnish the image onto the packing tape, or in reverse, burnish the packing tape against the image. You want to create the best seal possible so that there's no air between the magazine image and the packing tape. Once I have burnished the image so that there's a really good seal, this is the simplest thing. You're going to take the whole thing, set it in the water. I'm using warm water because it makes the fibers release a little bit faster. And when it's wet, I'm just using my thumb and wiping off or pulling off those fibers that are in the back, the ones that I don't want. And you'll see that the tape is sticking to the darker print, the darker ink, and I'm getting rid of all the extra fiber in the back. And when I flip it over and hold it against something clear, do you see how that's now transparent? Now I can dry that off using my paper towel or just setting it upside down to air dry. I'm going to dry that off, and here's the totally magical crazy thing is this sticky has regained its stickiness. So once that's totally dry, I'll be able to set it on my journal page and I'll see through it. I have my image now on the tape, and again, what the tape has picked up is primarily the darker ink. I'm going to go ahead and trim back some of that extra tape that I don't need. You'll see the way it's sticking to the scissors is showing that it's regained all its stickiness. That's kind of crazy, and I don't know why, but none of the stickiness has gone away. I'm going to leave a little excess, and now I'll determine where I'd like it on the page. I think I'll put it over here. Set it down, It's stuck on there, and you can see it's a wonderful transparent layer onto this mixed media page. So that's it. It was really fast. Not too many materials. You didn't have to wait for gels and mediums to dry. If you want more details and helpful hints, just check out the blog page on my website. And I look forward to sharing another technique with you again